Welcome everyone to our fall 2025 ECAC Week 6 coverage of Overwatch. Tonight we have Baruch College going up against SUNY Binghamton. Yes, two powerhouse teams. This is our Titans division matchup, so it's always fun to watch. And these two teams, I'm very excited to see what they have in store for us. Surprisingly, we are not on Lijiang Tower for our first map of the night. So, I'm curious to see how this goes out. We will have Binghamton on your left in blue, and on right and red we will have Baruch. So, on the Baruch side of things, we do have a Diva, we do have a Tracer, we have a Cassidy, we also are bringing on the Brig and the Ana, and on the other side of things, we are seeing a Sigma, love that. We are seeing that Sojourn, we're also seeing the Lucio and Kiriko, and I believe this is just for the teleporter, so we will have a Tracer instead of the Symmetra. Pretty solid lineups, curious to see how it goes. And the first break seems to be going... Oh, a rapid break. Hold on, this actually is a very speedy push from Binghamton right now. Getting good poke damage. They've stalled them quite rapidly here. Dropping back to the point, we should be able to secure this. Lots of poke damage coming out. The Brig of Hello giving good support right now, but they are getting pressure just a bit. You have Mr. Man working in. Reese will be the first blood drawer, followed up by Lich and Young Gamer. We still have a pretty decent fight. A lot of burst fire from Lich right there. The damage spread, nothing actionable just yet. And this looks to be in control for Baruch, and they will start our capture. Holding the point now, keeping this far angle. Lotus is getting some pretty good damage here, utilizing the railgun. Reels does have their ult ready to go along with Lich. Mr. Man able to pick up Reese. And following it on in is Mr. Man. Getting some good poke damage out right now. Creating a lot of space for his team along with Reels going in, following it up with the Execration. It's a nice pick right there. Lich with 2, Lich with 3! Trying to get some more. Might be able to get it, overpowering the Diva. They will be demeched. The ultimate able to pick off Lotus, so they're not quite out of it just yet. Baruch still have some bite left in them. The Sigma's not in the greatest of spots right here. He finally goes down, not before demeching the Diva once again. And it's Lich to refocus the attack, as Reese also firing back on a Mr. Man. 60th percentile for Baruch now. We continue to push on in. The Deadeye is on standby for Baruch right now, along with the Nano from Blanco. So we could see a combo. We could see solo ults. I also want to make note. The Overclock is on standby, and it does get popped from Lotus. Creates a good amount of space. Whether or not it's enough for Binghamton to capture, it is. Bills currently has them stuck in this far point right now. Lotus is able to pick up one on the Reese. That's a lot of poke damage being established right now. Nothing too actionable. Mr. Man, though, finally getting in there, along with the assist from Lotus. Piling on the damage. Mr. Man is good for 2. And they'll continue on as Baruch gets stopped at the 81st percentile. And they move on in. Holding them back towards spawn for as much as possible. They continue to increase their lead for as much as they can. The beat is still in the pocket for Mr. Man, so they can keep up this aggression, especially with the Kitsune rush. This is going to halt Baruch even more. They're looking for some kind of break in this line of defense, but they haven't found it just yet. Young Gamer still trying to push on in, utilizing the suppression from the D.Va. Reels blocking a lot of damage, denying a lot of advancements. That Ascretion is so important as it has the stun. The beat does come out to provide some extra survivability, but Lotus isn't in the best of spots, and neither is Lich. They do have the Pulse Bomb ready to go, but it's 3 ults currently preloaded for Baruch. As they continue on, the ult from Reels is unsuccessful, doesn't pick up much. Lich and Mackenzie able to pick up some. Hello firing on back. The Pulse Bomb is unsuccessful. Much good for one, and they're continuing to fight it out. Young Gamer, very low health here. The Deadeye is unsuccessful as Mixie is able to pick them off. Lotus also following it up, and they've crossed Baruch's threshold. They're now past the 90th, looking to get it done right here. After what looked like a surefire round from Baruch, it's now in Binghamton's favor as that final triple should do it. And that'll be round 1 in Binghamton's favor. Great clutch from them. Good stop at the 81st. Just good stuff overall. My, what a match, or what a round. Very exciting. Now as we refocus for round number 2. No change in lineup just yet. Actually, we will see the Sojourn come on the Baruch side of things as well. Now, besides tanks, we do effectively have that mirror. No, we don't have a mirror match just yet. Still opting in for the Ana. Once again, very rapid break from the two teams right here. The pressure being laid on thick currently. As Lich is trying to look in for a bit of flank play. Mr. Man there to support. As Reese, good for 1. Mixie also following it up as well. Good for 2 now is Reese. Oh, good for 3. He's on an absolute tear as he tries to finish it off. Gets the D-Mech with the help of his teammate, but no kill just yet. Ready to re-attack now, hopefully, as Binghamton have taken control of the point. See how this shapes up. They are able to keep this pressure going very well. Breeze is just on an absolute tear, along with Lotus and Mr. Man giving up the follow-up. Young Gamer will finally take out Mr. Man. The D-Mech does come in, and it's a lot of stuns, lots of damage being incurred. Finally taking out Young Gamer. Breeze is on an absolute powerhouse right now. Blocking any sort of aggression, denying any sort of entry. And they're just doing a stellar job at what they do. 50th percentile now for Binghamton. And Baruch don't really seem to have an answer for this aggression that's being met with. The ult comes on in. It picks up 1. Lich also following it up with 2 of their own. Lots of blows being exchanged as the D-Mech is good for. Reese gets 1 other. Reese is just going to pick them all off. They're unable to get past the Sigma. He's effectively harnessed the harness as he's still putting up a stellar offensive. He's finally pushed back ever so slightly. Now with the ults being deployed, the Kitsune Rush is popped, but Mixie is shut down, along with the overclock from Lotus. They do still have the beat in the back pocket as well. Trades coming in from both sides as Lotus is good for 1 on the hello. Mr. Man looking to stay alive and just provide as much survivability as possible. As now we're on the 99th for Binghamton. It could be all over right here. As Ramo doesn't have a lot of health and they're finally finished off by Lotus. Lotus good for 2, and that should be it. Baruch not able to get back in time, and what a change of pace for Binghamton as they will win map number 1. What a game indeed. And Reese, just the man of the match. One to do it all. Great use of the Assecration, great use of the shield play, and all of around the poke was just stellar. We'll cut to a very small break just as we reset, get some more bands out of the way, and we'll be back shortly with map number 2. Don't go away, folks.
Good afternoon, everybody. I am JJ, and we are going to map 2 of SUNY Binghamton versus Baruch ESA Overwatch 2. And for this map 2, we are going to be going to Suravasa. Now, last round, we did see Reese absolutely dominating on that Sigma there. Honestly, some of the most stunning Sigma gameplay I've seen in a little bit. How are you feeling about this game so far, Louis?
I'm feeling enthralled. Honestly, whenever I see good Sigma gameplay, I just aspire to be that good at Sigma. So definitely entertaining stuff. I loved what we saw from Binghamton. The way they shifted their focus after what seemed like a pretty dominant showing from Baruch on the first point, and then their ability to just refocus and then completely sweep on the second point. I'm interested to see what else Binghamton has in store for us tonight.
Absolutely, and we are going to see the Lucio ban come out this time around, which has been happening a lot more on this map, as this is a pretty close quarter map. And we are also going to be seeing a Diva ban come out here, which we did see played from Baruch last map.
No, yeah, the Diva was able to get some good poking here and again. They created space where they could, but honestly, the Sigma just shut down so many routes of opportunity. They couldn't really utilize the Diva, but just to get the annoyance out of the way, I think it was.
Absolutely, and it looks like Baruch is going to be taking this point first here, as they did manage to get on it first. A lot of ults being built pretty fast, especially from the Sigma there. Going to be doing a lot of damage, and it looks like SUNY is going to be getting 2 picks there, actually, which is going to put them up in the fight here, and it looks like they are going to be pushing Baruch off the point here.
Yeah, they're able to refocus their attention. That's 2 really nice picks right there, and that'll definitely shift the focus as they move on in, especially with the Freya re-entering the hero select. They're putting it to good use, as this marksmanship has been pretty stellar so far.
Absolutely. Those ults almost already on the ready there for SUNY Binghamton here. Gonna look to try and hold close. A lot of damage being dished out here. It looks like Baruch was able to flip this point here, which is going to be pretty good for them. But SUNY is going to be able to get those early picks. Once again, the DPS doing so much and being so aggressive in that backline on those supports.
Huge cleanup right there from Binghamton, and honestly, that should give them the flashpoint. One final stall right here, and good to move on to the second one. The Wuyan gameplay I'm loving right now.
Still gonna have a lot of ults on the ready to fight next point with, as they do have pretty good ulti usage, not using too many at once. Reese gonna look to get a little aggressive and push the support bats back. Mixie actually gonna get a pick onto Reese. They're gonna be forcing a stagger onto that Tracer, as SUNY is gonna be able to get to this point a lot sooner here. And it looks like they are going to be meeting with Baruch at the left side here. SUNY Lich going to be looking to do a lot of damage in the backline again. Going to be really aggressive there. We do have the Rushy come out from the Kiriko, but the Wu Yang ulti is going to go onto the Tracer, causing both supports to get knocked. We are going to see the Wu Yang ult in retaliation from Baruch here, but it looks like SUNY once again is going to be getting those picks that are needed in this fight to be able to secure the point.
The back and forth so far, it's going in Binghamton's favor, and that's a nice wipe right there to give them the flashpoint. They'll be able to secure it on, and they still have a couple ults in the pocket. The fact that Lich didn't bump the pulse bomb right there was pretty good discipline, honestly, because with that many players grouped up together, I definitely would have went for it. But the confidence that he had in himself and in his team allows him to save it for the next engagement.
Absolutely, and we are also going to see that Sigma Mirror come out here from a Young Gamer, and that Freya ult is going to be coming out from Lotus, dealing a lot of damage, able to secure 2 picks for Lotus. Lotus getting a little greedy with that damage and trying to follow the Wu Yang, going to end up getting that kill as well. SUNY already approaching 65% on this point. It's looking pretty good for their team right now.
Yeah, double wipe, you gotta be questioning what Baruch is really thinking about right now, because the fact that you've had a tank swap as well, you're just trying to look for anything that you can as they continue to secure with a second flashpoint with doesn't seem like any much resistance so far. And that'll put them on the map point for now. But they only need one more flashpoint to close out map number 2.
Absolutely. Sunny playing this round so beautifully with their positioning, being able to utilize those high grounds very well. We've been seeing their Kriko take those high grounds as well. Sunny going to be looking to deal some damage here and possibly get an early pick and then collapse onto Baruch here. We do see the Sigma ulti come out, but Young Gamer is going to manage to get that rock off onto Reese there.
The pressure that Reese has been able to apply is just absolutely stellar. He's been taking space with the shield and the Assecration rock. It's just, his barrier is doing so much work for his team. They're able to get in close, they're able to get the picks that they need, and especially the stun from his rocks with the Assecration. They're providing a lot more opportunities of attack, and you're seeing it right here, right now. They've already effectively cut off. You're seeing the counter ult come in. It does do some damage, but oh, big stun right there with the Assecration. And just like that, once again, they're stopped at the 25th, and Binghamton have control.
Oh, Young Gamer gonna end up eating that Freya ult there. A little unfortunate for Lotus, but Sunny once again does manage to push Baruch back there into their spawn area. Gonna be pretty aggressive here. Still have 2 ults and 3 more being built really quickly. They are going to be in favor of the ult economy here. Just so much space being able to be taken by Sunny here.
I absolutely agree. That nano coming online very soon could turn the tides, especially with the Sigma ult on standby or the Freya. This could be some good combos that we might see. And you're seeing Lich good for 1 here. And Baruch are just looking to re-attack so far because they're running out of time as Binghamton approaches the 80th percentile.
Gonna need to be really careful how we build those ults, but Lich gonna get 2 with the pulse bomb, which is gonna be pretty big for the team. Able to follow up on capacity, and Reese able to finish it up, and Lotus getting that final kill onto Reese. Sunny is gonna be capping this 3rd map so quickly, bringing the score 2-0 in favor of Sunny Binghamton.
Yeah, beautiful game right there. The teamwork was just absolutely stellar. The ult usage was just on point. You can see it right there. The double pulse bomb, the double Sigma ult, just great stuff right there. Lotus will be our play of the game holder. Beautiful stuff right there to clean up on that 2nd point. The marksmanship the entire game was stellar. And just quite the map from SUNY Binghamton. Just like that,
I agree.
we're on series point already.
Absolutely beautiful round played out by Sunny, but we're going to be going to a break, so we will be back shortly. Hello, everybody, and we are back with the score being 2-0 in favor of SUNY Binghamton. Now, for our third map here, we are going to be going to Runasapi, and we are going to be see that Sigma band coming out onto Binghamton here, as we've just seen that Sigma absolutely being so oppressive and dominating the battlefield. And then we are going to see the Brig ban come out for both teams as well. How are you feeling for this match here, Louis?
Honestly, JJ, I'm surprised we didn't see the Sigma ban in map 2 after what we saw in map number 1. But finally, they did come to their senses. They did get that Sigma out of there. They saw how oppressive it could be. And now we're seeing a Hammond. So I'm extremely curious because Runasabi is known for its chokes, especially that initial mid choke that it has the initial corner, and then it has that underpass as well. So, and the fact that they're playing also with Bastion Ball is
Yeah, that's
definitely curious.
I've never seen that. That is a combination, but I'm not gonna knock it. And what? To be fair, what team plays Sigma on Staravasa? I've never seen that. But it looks like here we are going to be getting into the fight. Reese is going to be a absolute nuisance in that backline. That Bastion going to be able to follow up actually a little with Reese with that Lucio speed. Going to be able to get in and out pretty well. Lich going to be getting that first kill. Reese going to be able to trade it out, but Lotus getting that kill right back onto Reese. It looks like Sunny is going to be prevailing in this fight as they do have more picks here. Kind of does end up backing Baruch into a corner there.
He's playing Bastion like it's Soldier. My goodness, this man is just in there.
That is
practically cleaned up 3.
Definitely a play style I have not seen before. You don't really see Bastion played that much, actually, in competitive matches like this.
And look at this. The ratting over here from Reese with Hammond. Incredible. Who would have thought of that? Who honestly would have thought of that? And now he's in a perfect spot to ambush Baruch. They have no clue where he is because he's not frontlining. So as he reattacks, Lich good for 2. He's going to continue on his reign of terror. He's good for 3. My goodness, can anybody stop this man?
Lich on an absolute rampage here, just getting so many kills and being so greedy with it. Baruch doing their best there to actually try and wrap around on Sunny, but unfortunately just not going to be enough with that Bastion just being able to hold so much space, almost acting as a mini tank actually. And it looks like Lich is gonna go on a little flank here. We are gonna see a flank Bastion come out here.
Stealth Bastion. Oh, they finally got him. They finally caught him.
No more reign of terror there for Lich. We do have a lot of ults ready, and we did see the mines come out. Unfortunately, not catching any value there for Sunny. The Curie is going to end up falling from Baruch there. Sunny is still going to be on this bot looking to contest, but it looks like the Hamster is going to be getting out here. We are going to see the Bastion ulti actually come out here. Not really sure. No more Lucio. No, Lucio does end up surviving with half HP there.
So far, but it's been more or less a big halt. Finally, they're stalled out. The beat does get popped by Hello. They do have the Death Blossom in the pocket right now, but so far, Binghamton aren't getting up their hold.
Absolutely. Both teams trading out here, but it looks like Baruch is going to end up getting those picks that are needed to push this bot finally. It's looking pretty good for them to be able to get some push progress here, but a lot of ultis were used in some very important ones.
They do still have the Graviton Flux with the Zarya, and they have the Kitsune Rush in the pocket as well.
Absolutely.
Nothing on standby. Sorry.
No, go Louis.
I just wanted to comment that there's nothing on standby just yet for Binghamton. The closest that they'll have to deal with is the mines, but that doesn't seem to be much of a problem as 2 of them fall, and Binghamton are just recentered perfectly.
Absolutely, and we do see that switch from Lotus onto the Cassidy there, and a bit of a boop off the map. Unfortunately, Rainbow going to be falling in the pit of doom there. And Sunny Binghamton going to be taking possession of this robot once again. We still do have the Zarya grab and the Kuriko rush ready for Binghamton there. Going to have to look to utilize that this fight. There is still a good amount of time remaining on the clock for them, but Sunny Binghamton is getting dangerously close to that final objective they need to have to bring the score 3-0. If they do manage to cap this robot, Lotus is going to end up falling pretty early here, but Reese going to be able to trade it off and booping the Zarya off the map, which is arguably going to be an even more important trade, and Mr. Man going to be able to get that kill onto Boyko, but Reese going to be trading it onto Mixie here. Lich just absolutely going on that rampage again and getting two with those greedy kills there. Sunny Binghamton going to be able to push this bot here and also have that Bastion ulti on the ready to help create some space if needed.
Yeah, and he's looking for more right now. Being aggressive with the grenade blast just to knock him forward into a better position, it's absolutely maddening. And you still see Reese in an offensive position, still stalling out for time. Lotus does go down. Ramo trades it off Lotus. Lich good for 2. He's been an absolute madman this past game. He just keeps on going. He's getting the damage. He's getting the flanks. He's cleaning it up.
Absolutely. Poor Lotus there being bullied a little bit as it is kind of the best target to walk on there. Mr. Man securing 2 kills for himself. Actually, a lot of ults are ready for Sunny, and we are going to see that Bastion ult come out to try and do some damage. Going to try to follow this Lucio, and Lich does end up getting the kill onto Lucio, which is going to be a pretty huge stagger there for Sunny Binghamton. The ball going to look to cause some chaos in the back line, possibly stall out. The Zarya going to unfortunately end up falling, as well as the Kiriko. Sunny Binghamton approaching this final destination so quickly. It's looking pretty good for them. We do have the Kuriko rush come out, not finding much value. Gonna just try to look to make some space. Waco does end up surviving that boop. That beat does end up coming out, and Lotus does get a kill onto Reese. The Graviton Surge does end up coming out, finding one, but it looks like the Zarya is almost going to get melted by this Bastion, but does barely just end up winning, and does get absolutely steamrolled right through. And it is a C9. Sunny Binghamton does end up securing this final point here, with the score being 3-0. Binghamton taking the series.
Definitely a way to end it tonight, and Lich just a powerhouse on this Bastion. My goodness, I didn't even think you could play Bastion in such a manner as we saw right there. He's practically moving like Soldier within that play, and my gosh, the combination of both Rees and we questioned it. We questioned it, and we got the answers. Maybe not the ones we were expecting, but they were definitely entertaining answers indeed.
Absolutely. That was definitely some of the best gameplay I've seen. Very unique. But that will be it from us tonight.
Yep, that is indeed the end of our Overwatch coverage. It was a pretty fast break, I will say, but I had fun. I believe JJ had fun. You had fun?
Yes.
That's good.
Yes,
always. I hope everybody in chat had fun. But yes, that will do it for our coverage of Week 6 Overwatch. We've only got one more week to go. Week 7 will be the final of regulation time. And then we'll head to our holiday break, and we will be back after after the holidays, and we'll be back with playoffs. But we still have more to the week to go. Tomorrow will be our Week 6 coverage of League of Legends, so definitely don't miss out on that if you're a fan. But great job to Binghamton for tonight. Baruch, they gave it their best shot. They just couldn't slip through the cracks. In the background has been Beldia, always doing great on the camera work, always helping everything out in the background. Big shout outs to her. JJ, thank you for showing up for the rest of the matches. I've been Louie, and we will see you all tomorrow night. Have a great night, everybody.